and welcome to today's daily devotion. I'm reading to you from the Gospel of Mark, the first chapter, starting in verse 21 and reading through verse 27. Hear now these words. They went to Capernaum, and when the Sabbath came, Jesus entered the synagogue and taught. The people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority, and not as the scribes. Just then there was in their synagogue a man with an unclean spirit, and he cried out, "What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." But Jesus rebuked him, saying, "Be silent and come out of him." And the unclean spirit, convulsing the man and crying with a loud voice, came out of him. The people were all amazed, and they kept on asking one another, "What is this? A new teaching with authority. He commands even the unclean spirits, and they obey him." Our modern ears and imaginations have a hard time with stories like this, the idea of an unclean spirit inhabiting the body of a human being. We tend to dismiss this with our modern scientific worldview and say that there is no such thing as evil spirits, unclean spirits. But I want you today to be willing to set aside these modernistic preconceptions of how the world works and allow the biblical story to resonate with you, to understand what is really going on here. This isn't necessarily about unclean spirits. Instead, this is about the authority of Jesus. And the unclean spirit is just an example of how Jesus truly has an authority that is above and beyond anything that those people had ever experienced. The authority of Jesus is something that gets questioned all the time. Is Jesus really the Son of God? Is Jesus really the one who died and rose again? Is Jesus really the person who puts us into a right relationship with God? Well, my friend, I want to tell you that I firmly believe the answer to every one of those questions is yes. Jesus really is all that and even more. And if we allow ourselves to come face to face with Jesus, then the truth of his authority, the truth of his power, and even more, the truth of his grace and love can become apparent to us. I am amazed about who Jesus is and what he has done and continues to do for me. May you experience that amazement and reality of Jesus today. And I'll see you tomorrow for another daily devotion.